Psychopathy is not recognized as a separate psychiatric disease. The 5th edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM-5, refers to it as a subtype of antisocial personality disorder, while in common usage, psychopathy refers to one of the personalities in the so-called dark triad of personality. The dark triad is the combination of narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, all of which are tendencies toward malevolent or wicked behavior that can be found in the general or subclinical population. Sadism was then included as a 4th trait to the so-called dark tetrad. Psychopaths are frequently represented as serial killers in popular culture. However, few psychopaths, let alone serial killers, are criminals. They could be successful CEOs, board members, top university administrators, blue-collar office bullies, ambitious bulldozing tiger parents, super popular high school girls, passive-aggressive partners, or spiteful neighbors. Are you among them? Here are 8 indications of psychopathy in the general community or subclinical population. If you can identify with the majority of them, you may have psychopathic tendencies. 1. You are logical in comparison to others. You don't become bogged down by negative emotions like dread, despair, regret, or desperation, as long as things are happening and you aren't bored. This equips you to solve difficult problems and work rapidly when necessary. It also allows you to remain calm and collected in an emergency or when a deadline is approaching. People in a life-threatening scenario have a better chance of survival if you are present when it occurs, because you can respond quickly and wisely without being distracted by their pain and suffering. 2. In different situations, you are nearly a different person. You have the personality of a chameleon. You have the ability to modify your conduct to meet every situation. You are skilled at utilizing flattery and compliments to acquire the trust of others. You are a skilled actor or actress who can impersonate emotions and play whatever role the circumstance requires. You can be witty, charming, and engaging, or you can play the role of an empath and convince others that you care strongly about them if you stand to benefit from it. 3. You are quickly bored by other people and their activities. To avoid boredom, you must keep your adrenaline running. You can obtain your adrenaline fix by being in command of a huge group of people, or by living a dangerous lifestyle. You might also use stimulant medicines to get the adrenaline rush you seek. When things become too monotonous, you tend to engage in mind games with others to satisfy your ongoing desire for excitement. 4. You frequently act rashly. You have a tendency to act on impulse, engaging in unnecessary risky action with little or no foresight or consideration of the repercussions. It could be as simple as staying up watching movies till 4 a.m., despite knowing you have an important task at 7 a.m. Or you may find yourself on your way to buy another bag of meth or cocaine after having promised yourself that you would stop. 5. You frequently lie for no apparent reason. Even when telling the truth isn't an issue, you frequently lie in response to other people's questions. Every now and again, you tell a lie in order to gain attention or to put yourself in the best light possible. However, you frequently utter lies that do not help you appear better or more fascinating. The act of lying is the only thing that motivates you. Despite the fact that you have nothing to gain directly, you prefer to lie, and you are quite adept at it. Lying is nearly an art form for you. 6. You rarely accept responsibility for your actions since you are continually blaming someone or something else. You rarely accept responsibility for your actions because when things go wrong, you tend to blame others. Your blunders are caused by other individuals or situations. If you break a promise to a friend, it's because your job expects too much from you. If you are routinely late for work, it is because your roommate spends hours in your shared bathroom. When you do take blame, it's usually because you feel trapped. But even when you admit fault, you don't usually experience regret, guilt, or remorse. 7. You prefer to live a parasitic existence. You're always hoping to get more than you offer. You may make more money than all of your family members combined, but you still sleep on your sister's couch or rely on your parents' funds. When someone treats you to a meal, a drink, a movie, or a favor, you only reciprocate if you believe it will benefit you in the long run. 8. You are generally pleased with yourself. You have a positive self-image and are not experiencing any indications of psychiatric disease or psychological issues. You find the thought of seeing a psychiatrist or therapist ludicrous. Even the thought of you having a personality disorder seems absurd to you. If you ever sought professional help, it would be because you had been the victim of someone else's ignorance or failure.